everybody a big welcome on this global kickoff of the Female Wave of Change. We're very excited to be here at the AVA Software headquarters. You will hear Bas, the CEO of AVA's talk in a minute. If we look back, preparing a day like this, you start with looking back what has happened. Over the past 9 months, we only started 9 months ago and so much has happened. You know, online and offline, we've built this amazing team of ambassadors and wave makers. We already have this online program, the online waves. We are internationally building really fast, and this is so exciting. You know, this is an energy that you feel every day. Female Wave of Change was founded on this wave of change. You know, there's a lot of technological changes that will have an impact on our everyday life. There's also, you know, mindset change. There's political changes, and a lot of people are wondering and searching how to deal with it. So that was one of the first steps that Female Wave of Change said, well, you know, we're going to create more awareness of what is happening and the role you can play to create a new future. But we also knew that in this world of change, the world doesn't really look like we really want to hand it over to the next generation. So we really want to make it a better place. We want to make it a better world. And we need more of those feminine values. We really want them to be the norm. Very important. We'll talk more about those values. And we really want to feel that feminine energy. So we want to hear your voice, your feminine voice of leadership. We want to create those feminine leaders, feminine change makers, feminine wave makers, as we call them. So, wondering about what I was going to say, I got this message this week of one of our ambassadors, Tina Thompson in New York, and she sent us this and then she sent us this short video of who she was and why she chose to become part of the Female Wave of Change. She has a great background. She's Greek, born Greek, was raised in South Africa. She was the leader of a group of 10,000 women, businesswomen in South Africa, and she chose to become a Female Wave of Change ambassador this summer, and we were really grateful that she chose us. But there's more of these ambassadors that decided to choose us. It is very impressive. Her words were very impressive, so I said, well, you know, we're just going to give her the stage for a couple of minutes, and I will continue after that.
Speaking to you from New York City. I was asked to answer the question, why Female Wave of Change? For me, that answer is simple. I do not want to ever be asked in a couple of years' time what I did to effect change. I want to be involved. I want to leave a better world. And as cliched as that sounds, the world is a mess. And it's up to us to do something about it instead of standing on the sidelines and complaining. I also would like to quote someone I admire, the Archbishop Desmond Tutu. He sat next to a friend of mine recently at a luncheon at the United Nations. And when she asked him what it will take to change the world, he answered, a revolution of the women of the world. And so I invite you to join us. Join myself and my fellow ambassadors around the world. Let's take hands and make change. Because if not me and you, then who?
Powerful.
Well, thank you, Tina, and it's going to happen more today. You know, we feel as organization, very privileged that women like Tina decide to become part of the female wave of change. And they're part of what you're looking for here. And the fact that you join us here today is really strong, you know. She joined you, and she wants you to become those leaders and change makers. I'm going to do some, yes. Our focus of the female wave of change is very much about creating awareness of that change and the role you can play. We're connecting, and connecting on a global scale. Although we thought in January this year that it would be just a Dutch network, a Dutch platform, a Dutch event, but it turned out to be so many women who wanted to join us worldwide that we are connecting those women on a global scale. We want to share knowledge and experience, and sharing is really a feminine quality. So share knowledge and experience. We are doing that in the online ways, but also in a day like this. And we want to embrace change and transform that change into new opportunities. And this is exactly these 4 things that we are going to do, that we are going to implement in whatever we're going to do today. So it will be about creating awareness. It will be about sharing knowledge and experience. And that's with all the speakers. And there's some of the speakers already arrived. I know there's a lot of them still on their way. But we have speakers from all walks of life, all cultural backgrounds, all ages. And I think it's very important that we have these millennial entrepreneurs on stage. We have Jane. I really want to welcome you from the biggest slum settlement in Kenya, in Nairobi. Grassroots women empowerment. She's doing lots of work. And you know, more. We have a very powerful leadership team. With moderator Nienke, Saskia. Well, there's so many speakers. I just love you that you are here and that you can inspire us. And we're going to embrace that change and start creating those waves, start creating those new opportunities. The speakers have handed us challenges we will be facing in the future. And during 2 hours during the day, we will be working together to find solutions for these challenges. So I think that will be really exciting. Next, well, today's speakers, you will see them on stage. Our core values. Female wave of change, well, we said in the beginning, it's very important that we have our core values and that we live by these values with our board, with the ambassadors, the speakers, and on a day like this, I really think it is important to live by these values as well as a group, because we interact with so many women. We embrace diversity. We want to give everyone equal chances. We want to take responsibility to create our future and the future of our families, of our children, our grandchildren. We want you to dream again and dream big. We want you to find an environment where you can experiment, where you can make mistakes, where you can reflect and recreate. Together we win. Stimulate compassion, very important, and our ambassador Janneke will pay more attention to that. Heart to heart. So connect on that heart to heart level instead of always thinking, is it necessary, or what do I have in this, things like that. So heart to heart, very important. Okay, another thing is very important, the Global Goals 2030. There's a lot of countries that have decided that we are going to make this world a better place. And they defined these global goals. Female Wave of Change has embraced these goals. And we want to implement this and be a part of creating awareness around these goals and really make things happen. By the way, it's I think it's the Global Goal Week this week, so there was a lot of things going on in the United States. So where are we now? You know, I don't know about you, but if I start something, I always want change to happen overnight. I want to be, to have the female wave of change overnight everywhere in the world. Well, that doesn't happen. But if you look at the map, and the symbol of the female wave of change is very small, but Sandra will help me. We have here on the right, it's Sandy Mabel in Auckland, New Zealand. You will hear her on the leadership team. It's Debbie Lee in Melbourne. I got a great speech from her this morning in our. So we'll set that on. We'll put that on Facebook. We have Jerry Eng, a wavemaker in Singapore. She's going to start organizing our online events from in the Asian Pacific area. We have Rula Sawan in Beirut, Lebanon, and very, very eager to start with us to open up the whole Middle East. She has a large network over there, so we're very excited to have her on board. We have Bonifacio, our ambassador from Switzerland. You will hear her on the leadership team. We have Claudia in Brussels, the EU. We have Marianne in Sweden. There's some powerful ambassadors here in the Netherlands. We have Tina, well, you just heard her, in New York. And finally, last but not least, we have Lara in Fortaleza, Brazil. And you know, this is already so exciting, but it's really our plan until the end of next week to have this, or next year, that's wishful thinking, to have this network all over the world. Well, I picked up an idea because, you know, you think you can do things overnight, but that's not going to happen. But I picked up this quote last week from the Next Women organization. Just because it's a great idea doesn't mean people are going to pick up on it. You have to get the word out there and get enough people interested so it has its own momentum. And that's what we're doing right now. So, we want the word out. So make a trending topic today on the social media. Share, make pictures, live streaming, very important. And use the hashtag Female Wave of Change 2017 so that we can, whatever you do, whatever you post, we can find it and we can share it again on our page. I think that's it for now. Well, just by being here, we approach you as being those leaders that will shape the future. So we really want you to join in on all the activities, the discussions, and really make things happen. And I want to finish off with a statement that from Nienke van Bezooyen, when she accepted her position as an ambassador. I don't know if you wanted to use that quote, but I'm going to do it. I can have it. She said a couple of months ago, well, you know, I'm not in here to test the water. I'm in here to create waves. Well, I hope that's why you are here. So thank you very much. We love it that you're here, and we hope you have a wonderful day.